bit darker today because the light was in the air, and no haircut still. Chapter 28 of the Krindlekrax. The next morning, Winston couldn't remember a thing about what he'd said the night before, and Ruskin didn't tell him. All he said was that he'd found his dad asleep and had put him to bed. Wendy, Winston and Ruskin sat at the kitchen table eating their breakfast toast and drinking their breakfast tea. "Polly waddle doodle all the day," Wendy said. "I don't know how you can fall asleep in that chair." "You say that every time," Winston said. "Well, it's true," said Wendy. "All the legs are wobbly and it creaks when you move about." Ruskin asked, "Why don't we get a new one then?" "Because we can't afford a new one," Winston said. "Why are you always wanting things?" "I'm not always wanting things," Ruskin said. "Yes, you are," Winston persisted. "Give me this, give me that. It's not my fault. I haven't got as much money as Elvis K's mum and dad. It's not my fault I haven't got a pub with a stained wood bar and satin cushions and a carpet with red roses on." As Winston spoke, he sprayed Ruskin's face with bits of toast and marmalade. "Calm down," Ruskin said. "Don't tell me to calm down," Winston continued. "It's not my fault. I can't afford to put new windows in and we have to stare at old newspaper instead." A bit of toast went into Wendy's eye. "Ouch," went Wendy. Then she said, "Oh, Polly waddle doodle all the day. Do shut up, Winston. Otherwise I'll have to have a bath to wash away all the bits of toast you're spraying everywhere." But Winston just kept on smiling and talking. "It's not my fault. I have to wear these mouldy pyjama bottoms." More toast went everywhere. They stuck to the ceiling and stuck to the walls. "My kitchen's a mess," Wendy cried. "Stop moaning, otherwise everything will be covered with toast and marmalade." But Winston wouldn't stop. Moaning, "Otherwise everything will be covered with toast and marmalade." But Winston wouldn't stop. "It's not my fault we've got the biggest drain in front of our house and it goes ka-clunk. It's not my fault Elvis's ball goes da-boing, smashes everyone's windows. It's not my fault we live on a street with dark bricks and crap pavements and a road that's got holes in it. It's not my fault I'm short and thin with balding hair and voices squeaky. It's not my fault. It's not. And with that, Winston went upstairs to stroke his fluffy animals. Wendy looked round at the toast and marmalade splattered kitchen. "What a mess," Wendy said. Ruskin got up. "I'm going to school," he said. "Why don't you go up and talk to your dad?" Wendy said. "He's upset." "I don't want to," said Ruskin. As Ruskin walked down Lizard Street, he stared at Corky's house. "I'll never be able to go there again," Ruskin thought. "How can I can't face Corky. Now I know what my dad did," but even as he thought that, he was already missing Corky. When Ruskin entered the school playground, he saw Corky mending the window that Elvis's ball had smashed the day before. "Good morning, my dear boy," Corky called, waving. But Ruskin didn't wave back. Instead, he ran into the classroom.